What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. So we're going to be going over some more bounty hunter clips, breaking down some theory crafting ideas with Moff Gideon. I think Moff Gideon is a really good character, and I think it brings a lot to the table for bounty hunters. So be sure to stick around till the end of the video because I do have a bonus clip that we're going to be breaking down, and I think you guys are going to find it pretty interesting. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going after against is C. You know, we have to pick on C every opportunity we get. So Django Lead, how does Moff Gideon make Django Lead better? Well, similar to Kuiil, it does the whole turn meter manipulation thing, gives you the whole TM advantage. But Django's contract requires you to deal damage to debuff characters 20 times. So that now that we have this permanent debuff, we don't have to worry about debuffs getting resisted, falling off, or having to actually apply them in the first place. So Django's Lead was never really too complicated to get, but now it's basically cake. The other nice thing is Django's always going to double tap on his basic, because if the target's debuffed, he double taps, and he gains an additional 15% offense on his basic per debuffed enemy. So you're going to get that additional 75% offense on his basic right at the beginning of the battle, which is kind of cool. His conflagration also is very good now. So before his AoE, like, you know, you target somebody, if they're debuffed, you knock off 25% of their max health. So if you're going against up against like a Galactic Legend or someone with like a high health pool like General Kenobi, Jango Fett's AoE now is gonna knock off 25% of their max health before you're actually even doing damage to them. So that's kind of nice, because before, you know, you have to almost like, you'd have to do his AoE to get the debuff first, then you kind of go around for the second time. But now since the debuff's already there, you're just knocking off a quarter of their health. So some of the other things I'm really looking forward to testing is an IG-88 lead, because IG-88 lead's contract is critically hit, debuffed enemy 10 times. So essentially that's 2 AoEs, and the contract's completed. I haven't tested 88 yet. I'm still kind of putting a team together to see how this is going to work. But I think Moff Gideon, I think he really brings a lot to the table for bounty hunters, and it's really cool now because you can choose to either use Kuiil or Moff Gideon, or you can use both. I guess technically you can run 2 4-man bounty hunter squads with a turn meter feeder on the team. So we have a lot of options now for bounty hunters. This is really cool. So now we're going to the ultimate. Yeah, so this team doesn't really struggle at all against this GL. Alright, so the next clip we're going up against Gas. As I stated previously in the past with Kuiil, it is a little bit difficult to pull this off, but I think with Moff Gideon, I think this makes this counter a lot more plausible. You also don't want to armor shred Cass. I did that before, and I actually ended up pushing him into his meditation state. So I would say just do the turn meter thing with Moff Gideon, do the basic. Don't armor shred Gas. Save the armor shred for like 5s or someone. I mean, this team doesn't struggle with damage, but just in case, don't do that, because I did that before and it kind of screwed things up. But yeah, so Moff Gideon, he's I believe 16 speed faster than Kuiil, so it's almost like an extra mod. So that's a very big advantage there, and it definitely makes this aura sync counter for Gas a lot more plausible than Kuiil. You can still do it with Kuiil, but like I said, like, you have to be very fast with Kuiil. But Moff Gideon clearly being the faster character. And the nice thing about this team is, if you notice, with the exception of Moff Gideon, we're finishing at full health and protection. So you're going to get like almost max banners. Alright. This next clip, I'm very happy with the way this went. I was struggling against this team with Kuiil. I'd lose Kuiil and Boss almost every single time. Not the case anymore. Moff Gideon makes this team extremely easy to beat. I mean, this is a very easy counter, and I think a lot of people are going to be able to pull this one off. It's very short too. I think it's only about a 40-second clip. So I'm gonna replay another version, and I'll break down how we go about killing this team. So let's take out Jedi Knight Luke. All right. So the way you take this team out, and like, we're gonna get max banners too, that's the big takeaway. You're getting max banners now, so this is a very good counter for Grand Arena. So we're gonna go after General Kenobi. Always target General Kenobi because you don't want Moff Gideon to accidentally crit and trigger General Kenobi's taunt. So go after him first, and then also apply the armor shred on General Kenobi because that'll make killing him a lot easier later on. So taunt with boss. We're gonna do a mass assist Grief, and the reason we're able to do so many attacks. Let me rewind a little bit. The reason we're able to do so many attacks right there and not trigger GK's taunt is because Gas being on the same team kind of works against GK. So because Grief called everyone to assist against Jedi Knight Revan, nobody was able to crit. So if you attack out of turn, you can't crit while Gas is placed it. So that's kind of like the workaround GK's taunt there. And then we go to Aura Singh. Since she's attacking during her turn, she can crit. So she'll finish him off. We'll start going out against GK here. Take out Gas. Keep working at GK, and that armor shred is letting us hit him harder and harder. And the thing is, with Aura Singh, because everyone's debuffed, she gets 20% TM on her basic. So she gets to go a lot more often. So you have Boss that can call her to assist. You have Grief that can call her to assist. You have Mando that can call her to assist. So her turn meter just keeps ramping and ramping and ramping, and you know, Moff Gideon doesn't even get to take another turn. This team has so much TM gain, it's ridiculous. Okay. So if you made it this far in the video, or you just skipped ahead, I do have a bonus clip. Originally I wasn't going to show this because it's kind of ugly, but the theory crafting behind this is really cool, and I wanted to kind of show you guys some of the ideas I have for Moff Gideon. I don't condone anyone to use this team, by the way. And here, let me just start and you'll see why. So we're gonna use Dengar Lead against Gas. Do not use Dengar against Gas. I beg you guys, do not do it. This is just for theory crafting purposes. Anyways, Dengar Lead is automatically minus 50% crit damage, and then his payout, the contract is an additional minus 20% offense for your opponent. This stacks with Moff Gideon's Demoralized, because Demoralized, you know, a little debuff right here, it says it doesn't stack with other debuffs, and Demoralized, to remind you guys, is minus 50% offense, minus 25% crit chance, and crit damage. Okay, that stacks with Bosk's Lead. So you take that plus an additional minus 50% crit damage, and then if you get the contract, it's an additional minus 20% offense. So in total, they're going to have minus 70% offense, minus 25% crit chance, and minus 75% crit damage. That's insane. So you'll see. Let's see what some of these numbers are. All right, let's see what we got. 9K. This AoE. 13, 13, 14, 11, 17. That's nothing for this team. And Boss is almost dead. Look at this. That's an R7 Rex, mind you. R7 Rex critting for 2K. And keep in mind, this is a really good Gas team. This guy's like top 20 in my arena all the time. So these guys have all the bells and whistles. They have all the great mods, but 2K, and then 5K finishes them off. So I just think this is really interesting. I'm really curious to see what people come up with, because you could add people like Vandor Chewie on the team. I mean, you don't even need to get the contract off. You could just have the lead for minus 50% crit damage, because that's the big takeaway here. But yeah, I think Dengar Lead is super interesting. I really want to try it against like a General Grievous team and other teams like that in like Grand Arena. But Dengar Lead, like, who would have thought? Super cool how you can just like stack this negative offense on itself, and then we lose the Demoralized because Gideon gets canned. But still, yeah, I just want to show you guys that clip. You know, hopefully you guys get some ideas, or you guys might test out your own teams, because I think there's definitely something here. I'm not quite sure if it's for offense or defense yet, but you know, you can stack Demoralize with Dengar's Lead, so it's kind of cool. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. We're gonna have more Bounty Hunter videos coming out in the coming weeks. I have about like a week and a half left of school, so once I'm done with school, I promise you guys, We're going to be going over mod videos. We're going to be breaking down teams, comps. We're going to be going over like a rating, like who's the better bounty hunter. So we have all kinds of stuff coming out later in the year. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.